Hi guys, on this episode of The Gist with Adun, we're going to be talking about the questions that I've been receiving since we started. We're going to be quick. What kind of immigration are we discussing? We're discussing the express entry immigration into Canada, divided into the provincial nomination program and the federal skilled worker. Okay, why go through the stress when there are other methods? First of all, I want to say that I do not endorse or support anybody going through illegal immigration processes to live in another country. People talk about claiming refugee, asylum, overstaying your welcome and everything. Guys, it's not advisable at all, I have to tell you. Because if Nigeria was great, the way we wanted Nigeria to be great, and people came, even the way Nigeria is, the way that Nigeria is, people, they're still bouncing people for entering into the country illegally. So don't overstay your welcome in a country. Don't allow prime minister or so to be coming to Nigeria 100 times to come and be asking the government why they're allowing people in, or going to America to tell them to close the border, which is something that hasn't happened, even though many other nationalities have been doing it. But somehow the light is shown of Nigerians. So please go through legal processes. There are many legal ways to enter into Canada, the country that we're discussing about right now. So please don't claim refugee, don't do asylum, don't kawasoke wale, all those things. Let us help Nigeria to get a better name. Third question I'm going to be talking about is how to deal with negativity. This one is a serious matter. Okay, you hear people saying things like, don't travel, I hear that they are suffering there abroad. First question, if they are suffering there abroad, my brother and my sister that is in the abroad telling me not to come to the abroad because they are suffering, why have you not come back home? If they're suffering such a great suffering, please come back home. At least grandma will give you food to eat and you find somewhere to live. It cannot be as bad as that back home in Nigeria. But these people, they don't come back home and then they keep telling you it's bad. The first question I usually ask them after the second question, because the first one is, why have you not come back home? Then they are silent. Second question I usually ask them is, this country that is so difficult for you, how did you get in? I got a visa now and then I went and then I didn't come back. Wrong. Or something wrong. If you enter a country legally, somebody once said, when you enter house through the front door, it's different from the way you behave when you jump the fence. It's true. The first one you enter, you knock, you sit down. We're not about to give you water. The second one is gun they are going to use to pade alone. So if you really feel that you can do better in a new country, or a new country is where you can, maximize your potentials, I advise you to please pursue the legal route of migrating to another country or leaving your home country. Are you okay to change, or how do you react to change? If you're not somebody who reacts to change very well, or a complete change in something, please don't migrate. I'm begging you, so that you don't have things like depression and all that. Yes, I agree that Nigerians are strong and all, but it's a lot of mental change, mental shift. That's the only thing that I usually tell people when they ask me, do you think that I can clinic? I'm like, anybody can move, but you need to make yourself prepared mentally. That's the most important thing. So don't allow negative people to bother you. Don't allow people to project their fears on you. I notice that people do this a lot. When you say you want to do something, I heard that Kinikon, or are you sure that people project their fears on you a lot? And then I know when I said we're going to move from Nigeria to Canada, I know how many people try to drop negative, their own negativity on me, but because I already understood that it was their negativity they were projecting on me, I didn't let it bother me. And then alas, when we moved, the same people started to ask me, okay, now I think I've changed my mind, I want to travel, can you come? All my life I've realized that if you want to do something, you just have to do it. After you've done it, people will not realize how okay or how well it is for that thing to have been done, and then they come to you for advice. So if you know that, of course you pray, because you cannot take God out of the equation. So if you know that moving is what is ideal for you and ideal for your family, please go ahead and do it. Next question, do I need an agent? Sincerely, I didn't use an agent. I pursued, recovered, and overtook. So you don't need an agent. But some people really don't have the time, because time is actually required, patience is required. Some people don't have the time. So if you know that you're one of those that don't have the time, you genuinely know you don't have the time. It's not that you are lazy. I can hook you up with one or two people that they're not going to do it for you for free, because you're going to be spending their time, but they're not going to charge you up to the agents that are going to charge you. Of course, there are also proper legal agents that you can go through. You're still going to have to do a lot of things by yourself, believe me, writing the IELTS, chasing your ECA and all that, but at least you'll be getting you'll be getting good counsel from the people that I could hook you up with. But I will still advise you, follow the vlog, do your little research, ask questions. I'm sure that every person who is watching this vlog has has one person or has heard of one person that has relocated to Canada legally, not that was okay, wale people do. Like some people will come for me now, but I can see what I want. So ask questions, sieve, do your little research. Don't do wasabi. Wasabi to use to complicate things. So do your little research, ask questions. I always drop my email at the bottom of the description of the video. I also try to drop the CIC website link in the video, and someone that you could follow on Twitter that a lot of us got a lot of information from when we're processing our application. So if you're a person that doesn't have time, I can definitely hook you up. Please, I want to rant here. Let me just quickly rant. I know that some people, no matter what you say, they'll still be proud. Some people will tell you, because it's so traveled, they're proud. They think I'm going to come and ask them. I'm going to do it myself. See, don't do that. Sometimes you have to pay Malum border so that you can pass. Do you know how many Malus I pay any border? Just because I needed information, I just told myself, I need information from these people and I'm going to guess it. If they like, they should, whatever. What I want is what I want. So, thank you. Sorry. Be humble. Just be humble and sit down. Get the information you need and then get out. You don't owe anybody anything after that. So it's better to learn from other people's mistake. Don't go and be proud and say, I'm going to show this person I can do it by myself. Can it come? Some of the mistakes that you're going to make can keep your application sitting down for more than a year. Even people that didn't make mistakes gone sometimes, they have prolonged duration of application. So what we want is for you to do the right things and get it done as fast as they can. Always ask questions. I'm here for you. I'll always drop my email. You can follow at TheGistWithAdun on Instagram and ask your questions there. Send me a DM. I'll definitely answer you. So somebody also asked me why I don't answer the questions one by one when they ask me. I like to put the questions together because no matter the question that you have, you're not the one that has a question. Somebody else also have that question. So it's good for us to put them together, answer them, and then if anybody asks, I can always refer the person to the episode where they can get their answers. Next question I have, will I get a work permit? This is the permanent residency. That's what you're getting. The permanent residency in a country means that the difference between you and a citizen is only very little, and in a couple of years, with good behavior and contributing to the society, you definitely get your citizenship of that country. So no, you don't need a work permit as a permanent resident. You can apply for any job as long as you are qualified. Even if you're not qualified, you can still apply. Pata pata, they will bounce you, but you don't have to be afraid. When the police is coming, you don't have to hide. You don't have to worry. You can walk around freely. You're okay. You can apply for job. So pay your tax, do your work, good behavior. In a couple of years, you apply for your citizenship and get it. So I got some questions on jobs. Does the government give you a job? Permit me, please. No, the government does not give you a job. Even the Nigeria that born you, did the government give you a job? No. But someone said, how do you get jobs? There are jobs everywhere. You apply. There are different websites and everything. It's not like all these on Nigerian websites that you apply. They'll go and carry all your email and be using it to send you spam mails. No, you apply, you get job postings, you can apply. When you submit your application, the government will give you access to a job bank where you can also apply. So yeah, there are jobs. You apply and apply and apply. Sometimes don't be discouraged. You can apply up to 100 jobs, get 10 interviews, get one job finally. What is important is that you end up getting the job. But you can apply and get the job. So do you need to get a job before you travel? Well, some people like to have a cushiony soft landing. So for that, I would say you can try to get a job before you land. But imagine that you're the employer. You have 200 people apply for a job and one person is not in the geographical location of that job. You self-check them. If not you, who you go give the work? Someone who is already available and can come in for an interview at any time. Not, some people say, I'm on vacation in Nigeria and I'll soon be back. I'll come and do the interview. Sometimes it's not as easy, but some people are really lucky. So, as I said before, it is everybody with their head different. Everybody, use your head to pick your luck as I mean. So don't run away from survival jobs. That's one of the points that I put down. A lot of times I hear people who are professionals in their home country. I'm a pharmacist, I'm a doctor, I cannot, my brother and my sister, please don't do that. Survival jobs are not necessarily going to mortuary to work. In our parents' time back then, when people try to say, ukulon for mortuary, korishe, those are not necessarily survival jobs. A survival job is anything that is not in your line of work or your professional line or your career path, but it still brings money in your pocket and it pays your bills while you're if you're a professional, you need to write some exams. So while you're getting all those exam things done, survival, that's what we call survival jobs. They are jobs that help you to pay your bills. So someone told me that they're trying to save money. Someone told me that they're trying to save enough money to be able to come and be able to, you can't save enough money. That is the gospel truth, because as you're trying to save money in Nigeria, you're also going to be spending money. So save the money that you need for a proof of funds. When we talk about the after you get all your documents in place, well, there's going to be an episode talking about the amount of money that you need when you're coming to Canada. It's usually dependent on the number of your family size. So how difficult or easy is the process? The process is as difficult or as easy as you want it to be. If you put in your time, you do your research, you ask questions, it will be easier for you than somebody who doesn't do all that. Can I pass IELTS once? Yes, I passed IELTS once. It's not by grammar. The people that can testify can testify. Not about the fun that you are speaking. Study, know the process, and you pass your IELTS once. Even though recently we noticed that the British Council has been, they've been doing mago with our writing in Nigeria, in my own opinion. I think we're going to even start a Twitter movement about it. Who is with me? Yeah. Power to the people. So who decides where you live? If you're FSW, that's Federal School Worker, you can live anywhere in Canada. If you're provincial nomination, however, you have a moral obligation to stay in the province that nominated you. I'm trying to round up to 10 minutes. Who does the government give you an accommodation? No, the government doesn't give you an accommodation. Even in Nigeria, your people don't give you accommodation. So please, you're going to have to pay your bills and get your accommodation by yourself. There are many other ways to get cheaper rents. You can share apartments. You can stay with people and just pay some. There are many support groups, and I'm really happy about the number of WhatsApp groups that have grown from the Nigerian community. The support is immense and it is wonderful. I must tell you guys that the WhatsApp groups have made it remarkably easier to be able to do a lot of things. So somebody said, you need a job to start your process. No, you don't need a job to start your process, because you saw it on the CRS calculator that you could, have you ever worked in Canada? No, you don't need a job to start your process in Canada. You can always get a job after you land. So I have a dream that one day Nigerians will be as great as the other nationalities that are here, have companies set up and be able to give jobs to people that have not yet landed, to be able to boost their CRS, because you have people back home that you can trust, they can do this job. So you offer them the employment so that their visa process can be quick and easy. In the next episode, we're going to talk about the CRS calculator and how to use it. So thank you guys very much for watching. This is The Gist with Adun. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah.